today I'm talking about how being a sheep or following the herd is keeping you skinny fat. And if you're not sure what skinny fat means, I use this term to describe if you are stuck in a plateau where you have a high percentage of body fat and a low percentage of lean body mass or muscle. So you don't have a lot of muscle and you have a lot of body fat. So it's a body composition, type of body composition, I would say. And I used to be skinny fat, so I would know I have definitely struggled with excess fat and low muscle mass, and either just looked kind of flabby and weak or just kind of overweight, but not quite overweight. And you can see in these pictures what I mean by that. Like, I wouldn't ever say I was overweight, but I definitely had 10 to 15 pounds to lose and didn't have a lot of muscle tone in the beginning. So if that resonates with you, in this video, I am talking about the 4 ways that being a sheep is going to keep you stuck in this place you're in right now. And by the way, if you want the petite plan to reverse skinny fat, to beat skinny fat, I highly, highly recommend you come to my free fat loss training on the short female body type this Tuesday and Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. Now, I have a huge announcement. For those of you who have been around a while, I have taught this class over 100 times. There's been over 30,000 of us petites who have attended live, and I've done it for 5 years. And I am announcing the end of an era. I am retiring my legendary fat loss class for petites, and something more exciting is coming. But for now, this is going to be your last chance to get the teachings and the plan, the nutrition plan, the workout plan, the mindset you need to beat skinny fat once and forever, lose weight and tone up as a petite in this free hour of training that I teach completely free to you, my petites. So you can RSVP using the link below. I will also say, because this is my farewell tour and I'm retiring this class, there's gonna be some insanely cool benefits to showing up to my farewell tour. First of all, not only do you get the exclusive training with all of the plans to lose the weight, you're also going to be able to connect with like-minded petites. And at the very end, I'm going to have a really special offer that I'm never giving ever away again. So if you wanna come get the free info, and also I'm giving away a Macros for Petites workshop kit just for those who show up live, totally free. You don't have to buy anything, it's literally free, $99. You get all the value, you get my free Macros for Petites workshop kit, learn how much protein, fats, and carbs you should be eating as a petite to beat skinny fat. It's gonna be awesome, and it's going to give you all the tools you need to finally lose the weight and feel good in your body. So do not miss this. I repeat, I'm not teaching this class ever again. And it's the same plan that my client Quinta Brunson of Abbott Elementary followed to lose weight when she worked with me as well.
I worked with a nutritionist who was incredible. Her name is actually April Whitney, who helped me to learn to just eat right. And it made such a huge difference. And I started walking every day, and I'm just, I don't know. Thank you for noticing.
So get that celebrity petite body, red carpet body, girl, okay? Just sign it below. That's all I will say. Now, I also want to talk about just misconceptions about being skinny fat. I know it's kind of a derogatory term. I don't like using, but a lot of you resonate with this term, which is why I use it, and then we kind of break down the science on it. But just because you're skinny or skinny fat or overweight, whatever you would consider your body composition, there's no perfect way of looking healthy. On this page, we talk about, and in this community, just being healthy as a petite. And a lot of you have a goal of dropping some pounds and just feeling more powerful in your body and strong. So skinny doesn't necessarily mean healthy. Muscular doesn't necessarily mean healthy. It all depends, and it's about finding out what feels right for you. I also have to thank you guys, because I've been asking our community to help me turn on all notifications so that you get a notification for when I release a new video or when I post an update or an announcement so that you don't miss it. And I'm trying to get that number to 10% of subscribers. And so far you guys have helped me get that from 5% to 6%. We're up. So please help me reach 10% of us having our notifications turned on. And you can just click the bell to hit on all the notifications. You have to be subscribed first so that you'll get them. And let's reach 10% of us being all in on the notifications. Thank you so much. Okay, 4 ways that being a sheep is keeping you skinny fat. Let's talk about it. And what does sheep mean? What do I mean by sheep? I mean, You're following the herd, but you might not even know it. You're a sheep if you follow popular trends without critically thinking about them, or you just do what Sally did over there because Sally's doing it and it worked for her, okay? That's sheep mentality, that's herd mentality. If you blindly follow fitness and health fads because your coworkers are on a juice cleanse, you're on a juice cleanse now. If your friends take a shot, you take a shot because your friends took a shot, okay? So the herd mentality is when you're just doing what everybody else is doing because they're doing it, and you're on autopilot and you're not really thinking critically about what's gonna be best for you and your goals and does it align. That is being a sheep. Now, I know all about that because I was a sheep myself for many years, and I truly believe that being a sheep is what kept me skinny fat. I was just doing what everybody else was doing, expecting something to change when I needed to change what I was doing and be an individual and think independently about what I needed to do as a petite to lose the fat. So here are the 4 traps that you could be falling into in terms of keeping you stuck at the skinny fat body composition and how to change it. Number 1 way that you're being a sheep potentially is you're following tall girl programs or just generic fitness and nutrition programs that are on the internet that are not made for your body as petite. Let me put it this way. You guys know on this channel we preach strength training, proper nutrition, aka protein, and eating better, not less, okay? Now let's just say from that standpoint, obviously strength training and good nutrition benefits everyone. It benefits petites and taller people, okay? So the Petite Power method, it works for petites. It also will probably work for the general population and taller people. However, it does not work the other way around. So what tall or regular height people do will not work for petites, even though what works for us will work for them. Let me explain. Your tall friends can go on a steep calorie deficit, they can cut calories, they can just do cardio, and they can lose weight. That's why they're able to also just like eat whatever they want. They can go out and have pizza, they don't gain weight. They have faster metabolisms because they are taller, they have more muscle mass, they have more larger organs, they have more calories in a day to work with, okay? So when they eat over or they do a deficit, the deficit's easier to create, and going over is has less of an impact on their number on the scale. When us petite women try to just do cardio and follow the tall girl approach and do steep calorie deficits, we don't have enough calories to make such a steep deficit. We have to be smarter about our food, and we can't just do cardio because it does not build muscle, which we need in order to build our metabolisms, increase our metabolisms, and burn more calories at rest. So again, if you're following the herd mentality, you're probably doing what your friend does who does not have the same body type as you. She's not as short as you and, fun sized. So it's not gonna work for you. But what you're doing, you could share with her and she would probably benefit greatly. But you just have to know it doesn't work both ways, okay? It's that we need something that's working for you so that you can see the results you want. And if you're just following other girls' programs, they're probably not gonna get you the results. And you probably experienced this before, just doing other fitness and nutrition programs that are generally popular or available, like HIIT programs, stuff like that. That's also the same reason why when our community members like you and my clients that pay me, whoever it is, all the petite women in our community, when they switch to the petite focused workouts under the Petite Power method, they literally see results for the first time in their life because they're doing something that's working for them, and they are learning that it doesn't work to do tall girl programs. So they're thinking independently and putting the puzzle pieces together. Oh, I need to train differently for my body type. And of course, if you're like, well, what is a Petite Power method? How do I do it? Again, come to this free class. I outline it in this free hour of training, and I'll give you the plan and everything you need to follow. Everything is in there. So definitely come if you want that plan for the rest of the summer to follow. The second way you could be being a sheep is just following trends and diets that are in general, just following trends and diets, because your health, you guys, is not a trend. It's not a diet. The science of weight loss for us is not changing. Okay, I've said this a million times. I just say it in different ways so we can keep you learning. It's not gonna change. If I started rewriting the science of weight loss, then you wouldn't trust anything on this page, right? It's gonna be the same. And so why would certain diets come in and out of fashion? Why would that suddenly be useful to follow, right? Because the science of weight loss has never changed. So new diets coming along are not going to help you. And having this herd mentality like, having a herd mentality is saying, there's a quick fix that I could follow. I can just do what they're doing and not have to really think about it. Like, this will take all the thinking out of it. No, you want to have the mindset that you do want to think about your health. It doesn't require all this time and effort. Once you kind of get that base foundational education, it's not that hard and you can do this. When petite women follow these extreme diet fads, we lose muscle tissue and our metabolisms further slow down and we burn fewer calories, and now we're gonna start packing on the weight. So we don't wanna do restrictive calorie deficits. They need to be very small deficits, if at all. A lot of times for a body recomp and beating skinny fat, you don't even need to go into a steep calorie deficit. You can just eat at your maintenance, start training, start eating better, and you will literally start to change your body composition. If you have more weight you wanna lose as a petite, you can do a slight calorie deficit and lose the weight, but you by no means wanna go on these restrictive diets that cut out entire food groups like keto, or entire essential micronutrients or vitamins or minerals. Things that just cut stuff out are not gonna get you there faster, because they're gonna backfire, because as a petite, we don't have room to cut that many calories. You're gonna be ravenous, so hungry, starving all the time. You're gonna eat it all back and you're gonna be stuck in this cycle. So don't follow the herd on the fad diets. The fad diets don't work. That's why they're fads. They crop up and then they disappear because they actually don't work. So don't fall for that. I can certainly guarantee, if you go buy any book on nutrition, like a dietetic school book, they will talk about protein, fats, and fiber in every meal. They will talk about the foundational things that will help you lose weight and stay healthy and keep a fast metabolism. So if you want to do that instead of following the fads, eat protein at every meal, at least 30 grams. Have healthy fats in all your meals. Have some fiber in your meals, and combining these is gonna give you the biggest nutritional bang for your buck and keep you full, because what's keeping you hungry all the time is low protein diets that are high in sugar and carbohydrates that are not doing anything for you. So prioritize the protein and balance your meals. I call it PFF, protein, fat, fiber, or petite friendly foods. And remember that and you will be in much better shape, literally and figuratively. The third way that you could be being a sheep is just going with the flow of whatever your friends are doing, especially on like the weekends. Like if your friends are taking shots, you take a shot. If your friends are skipping workouts or eating out at every meal, you're just doing that because it's the easiest thing to do, or you don't want to rock the boat, you don't want to change up the plans or inconvenience anyone, but you're also now just contributing to maintaining your current body weight and you're not making a change towards your goals. This actually came from a client, this entire concept for this video, who told me we were recently in Morocco on a trip together, and we were on a retreat with lots of other women, and all of these women sat by the pool all day, which is fine. I don't judge them at all for that, but I don't do that. I walk around a lot. I want to get, my steps in. I want to do things for myself so I feel good. And there wasn't a lot of room on the property to walk. I couldn't really go far, so I ended up doing lots of laps around the vicinity, the property, the pool. And my client, who happened to be with me, she was like, wow, if you weren't here, I probably would have just sat at the pool the whole time, just because that's what everyone else was doing, okay? So you have to untrain your mind to just go with the flow and start thinking like an individual would. Think as a fit person would and do as a fit person would. Would they sit all day? No, you have the choice to make a different decision about how you want to spend that time, and you can go and do it differently. Your vacations don't have to look like that, of course, but just simply going on a walk instead of watching TV could be the thing that's holding you back. If you're always feeling this pressure to conform to the group, you will not reach your own individual goals. So you have to, at some point, break away from the status quo of what everyone else is doing and decide that your goals are important enough to be a little different and do things your way. And once you realize that, you're gonna start building confidence and you're gonna start doing things differently, and it's going to break your cycles and you're gonna start losing weight. And here's a picture of my client, Julia. She said, I've never felt stronger mentally and physically. I'm officially 10 pounds down since working with April Whitney, and I completely underestimated what this would look like. And she basically had this, she took this picture right when she got back from the trip, and she was like, you know what made the difference was realizing I saw you making your own decisions, doing what was best for you instead of just going with the flow. And I realized, wow, I could do that too. And so I'm leaving that advice with you, because you can do that too. You can make different decisions than your family or your spouse or your boyfriend or girlfriend. You can do it the way you need to do it. The fourth way you may be being a sheep is you're not doing your own research and you're not questioning the status quo. You're not questioning the current fitness fads. Okay, so if you're just like, well, I heard that was true, and so that's what I do. How do you know though? And one of the best ways you can do research, you don't have to read all the studies, you don't have to, spend all these hours. You can actually cut the learning curve and hire an expert like me, but it doesn't have to be me. I won't be upset. I just want you to get the results. You can watch my videos for free. You can come to my masterclass for free and get the expert research. That entire live session is based on scientific research has been updated for 2024. You can join a community that is run by an expert. There's so many ways to just make sure information is vetted. But if you're not careful, you'll just fall into following whatever one is doing and not thinking critically about, oh, is this actually legit or not? Lastly, this is the most important reason why being a sheep is keeping you skinny fat. You're not listening to your own body and adjusting your plans accordingly. You know what's right for your body so much better than everyone else, even doctors, your mom. You know, and you're the only person who truly knows what's going on in your body at a given time. So you probably deep down know what you need to be doing. You're just not doing it. You don't have that implementation, the consistency, that accountability of yourself to do it. So if you want to break this cycle and you want to lose the weight, you need to start listening to your body and act differently. Oh my God. I was trying to put that sneeze off for like the longest time, but it was a serious moment, so we had to keep going. So the purpose of this video is to empower you to take control of your life as a petite woman and your body weight and your health. And if you want to be one of those people who really takes the reins and decides, I don't want to be a sheep anymore, I want to be an individual, I don't know what other farm animal, but you be whatever farm animal you want, girl, I won't judge, then weird segue. But if you want to take control, the best next step is to come to this free class. You can see from all these testimonials that all you really have to do is take that first step, and it's totally free. So I will see you there at my final masterclass as I retire this iconic event. Don't miss it, Tuesday and Thursday. And let me know if you've ever felt like a sheep in your life, or this was a wake-up call for you to start doing the things you know that you want to be doing and get that accountability and support. And you'll get that camaraderie at our class too, because all of us petites show up and cheer each other on. All right, you guys, please give this video a like if you enjoyed it, if it helped motivate you, and subscribe. I only make videos for you, my fellow petite women, and I will see you next month. Bye for now.